How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Investing with Zeke. So I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a good week last week making money. It looks like this week's going to be a little crazy too. It looks like we have Roaring Kitty coming out of the gate with an Uno card. What does that mean? I'm going to tell you what that means. All the meme stocks are going to go crazy. All the good stocks will probably go down, and I will probably be very angry. But that's okay. That's okay, because at least you guys will, hopefully some of you guys will be making money on it, so don't even listen to me. I'm just throwing a fit. But what we're going to talk about, did I make money last week? Not really. I'm going to be honest with you. That's my job, right, to be honest. Why haven't I made very much money? Why am I sitting here in the psychiatric hospital, like waiting to see my shrink? Well, because I was buying Solaredge at $58. Let's get off into Solaredge. So I was going to come out here, guys, and I was going to be like, I fucked up. Like, right? Pencils make erasers. Like, pencils have erasers, so people make mistakes. I may have made a mistake with Solaredge. Well, I did buying it in the upper 50s, obviously. However, I don't think it's that big. Other than the fact that we lost 40% of our money in our bank. Other than that, which isn't good. And the fact we're not growing, and the fact that we're the worst performing solar stock, I don't know, of all time. I'm kidding. Not of all time, but it's been pretty rough. Let's look at First Solar. They've been crushing it. You obviously look at Enphase. They've been crushing it. So what's going on, and why have they been crushing it? And why has Solaredge just been sitting there? I think I should give an explanation. I think I found out why it's just sitting there, why it's just looking like trash right now. But is it really trash? I don't know. Let's take a look. Let's dig a little deeper, right? So as we look at Solaredge, what I'm going to do, these are the competitors. I'm going to place them side by side. Whoever wants to make a decision, make a decision on which one's the best. But I do believe that we still have a fighting chance in Solaredge. Now, I didn't put a lot of money in Solaredge. We don't even know who's going to be president. And honestly, we're going to need a president to save our company. Why is that? Because we don't do anything special. Like Enphase does those really cool micro inverters. I think First Solar's a little bit in that. And a lot of people rave about that being the big advantage over a company like Solaredge. So what's going on with Solaredge is China makes solar panels too. And what they're doing is they're getting them sent in here. They're sending them all over the globe. So really, Solaredge can really only sell them here because everywhere else is going to buy them from China because they make them for like 10 cents. Where Solaredge has to, actually pay their employees. So it's a little different. So they really can't compete just by selling solar panels unless the government comes in and write them a big check. Now, is that going to happen? I don't know. We have T-Man coming in. And T-Man might come in and give the rock bottom to all these companies. That's why, I didn't put a whole bunch of money into this company because I want to see, this is kind of a slow build kind of company because I just need a solar or energy play in my portfolio. And I ran with Solaredge. I'm going to show you why. Anyway, let's get it off into why, right? So we're sitting at a $3 billion market cap. Obviously, they issued shares. Doesn't make me too happy, but I did look into it, which we'll look into it together, and we'll see that they don't really issue a whole bunch of shares. But let's look at the competitors. So Enphase, sitting at a $17 billion market cap, and First Solar sitting at about a $30 billion market cap. So far, so good. We're looking good out here. We got the cheapest one. I don't like overpaying for stocks. That can be the worst mistake you ever make. So, I feel like I got a cheap deal only if they all make the same amount of money. Like, that's my saving grace right now. Do they? Let's take a look. So Solaredge brings in about $2.2 billion. It costs them about $2 billion to bring that in. So really, is money hitting the bottom line? No. we're not making any money. Matter of fact, we're not growing. 2 strikes. Another matter of fact is if we take a look into the cash flow statement here, we are losing money just like crazy. Like, I mean, okay, so we started off with almost $1 billion, and ever since then, it hasn't really been a downhill. I mean, we lost almost half of it, then we gained about half of it back, and then we lost half of that, and then we're about to lose half of that again. Not really, but close enough. Like, we're really running low on money. Now, will we make it? Yeah, we're going to make it to the end of the year, at least. Maybe the end of next year. Probably not, unless somebody comes in and really starts cutting interest rates or starts giving real big tax breaks to solar and energy companies. That's what it's going to take. So, that's about where we're at right now, but let's see what the other companies, let's see what our competitors are doing. So First Solar really doesn't make that much more, Yeah, I guess, almost double, but $3.5 billion Solaredge or First Solar makes. It cost them still $2 billion, so is money hitting the bottom line? I mean, it still costs them $2 billion, to do that. So they make about one gross profit, $1.5 billion, but you have operating expenses. You have all of that, right? So does any money hit the bottom line, and do we have any money in the bank? So the question to that is no money's hitting the bottom line. That isn't happening. However, we do have over at First Solar $1.7 billion in the bank. So the fact that they have a run rate of at least 3 years is pretty impressive. Solaredge doesn't have that. So this is one reason why First Solar has been holding up where Solaredge hasn't. They just have more money on their balance sheet, their income statement. Well, their cash flow statement, their income statement, better than Solaredge. I mean, it doesn't look, they're not really issuing any more shares. I mean, of course, they're worth more money. I mean, it's a bigger company. So First Solar, there's a good reason why it's not that much better, though. We're still in this. In my opinion, we're still in this, but yes, First Solar is still expensive if you want to overpay. I guess this would be a way to go. It's at least going to stick around. Enphase. So again, Enphase, $17 billion company. Total revenue, though, guess what? Solaredge is beating it. So all these magnificent, cool microinverters they're making, we're not seeing it in the revenue. However, it only cost them $1 billion to make this $1.8 billion. That's impressive. So a good gross profit margin around, $1 billion. You're definitely probably going to see money hit the bottom line. Let's look. Let's see if they're issuing any shares. Not at all. Actually, I think they're actually buying shares. So that's awesome, but you're paying $17 billion for this company, but it does have operating cash flows, and you have free cash flow of $500 million. You have $250 million sitting in the bank, so this is the superior balance sheet, but you're paying for that superior balance sheet, and again, you don't know who's going to win the election. You don't know how that's going to go. I mean, that's why, I just don't want to overpay in this industry. In this category. And I feel like I still made a decent pick. It's a risky one. I'm definitely risking it for a biscuit. That's for sure. I'm not going to lie. And I hope a lot of people didn't put a whole bunch of money into this. You don't know what's going on, but I just need to have a solar play. I need to have an energy play. And if I had to pick still today, I have enough run rate in Solaredge. I'm only paying $3 billion. Like everybody else is around 20 billion. And they're not like blowing Solaredge out of the water. This is still the company I would pick out of these three. At this time, at these prices, I'm just trying to have a little position, build it out a little bit. So yes, I was stupid for buying it at $58. I definitely was stupid for that, but you know what? I do think this is going to pay out, and I just need an energy play. I need an energy play. That's what it is. All right. That's about all I got for you. I just wanted to give you an update on Solaredge. I haven't really talked about them much lately, and it's crashed. I just don't want you guys to think that I was running and I was scared because it was crashing. No, I'm still Team Solaredge. So yeah. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.